Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Satisfactory and we've got copper sheets to make. So let's get to it. Let's route the unneeded materials up. So that means ports for 4 belts worth of screws. I think it's you, and then these two. You and you. These will be used when we finally get to assembling the rotors, which hopefully we can do this episode. If we hurry. Boom. Alright, screws for a later time. Now we need copper sheets. Going to be pretty darn easy. It's just 2 rows of constructors and they can share the same output belt. How do we want the output built? This is our copper ingots coming up. I guess our output belt may just determine where we do all this. And I guess it doesn't have to share an output belt. What about... could we do it right there? We could send a port up there and then worry about it later up top, how we're going to route all this. So I'm thinking here, basically, to send up the copper sheets. But can I fit the constructors here? Think for a minute. I'm trying to save factory room. I could just do 1 big long row of constructors, but I'm trying to do 2 rows of 3 so we kind of stay on this half here of the factory. Because we need to make smart plating over there. So I'd kind of like to split this belt. I can turn off my flashlight for the moment. Or we could do... yeah, struggling to decide where to put my output belt. That's basically what I'm doing at the moment. Let's just start working. We'll figure it out as we go. We're going to put a splitter here. Boom. And then I guess... instructors. Oh, still trying to decide what I want to do. Let's do constructors here. It's going to be a 3. We'll see how this shapes out. I don't have it pictured in my head just yet. What am I missing? Cable. Oh, man. Missing cable. What could we do about that? Do I have copper on me? I've got a little bit of copper. Let's... oh, I do not want to run back. I do not want to run back. Let's set up a little workstation here, see if we can't make a bit. We need wire first, right? Where are you? Should be near the top. What am I missing? Something obvious? Something obvious. Where is the wire? Copper sheets. Ingots. Oh, wire. Wire. Why? Okay, I'm missing something. I've got tons of wire. I don't need wire. Let's do cable. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing all of these recipes. Must be something obvious. But I'm expecting over here on the left to see wire. Like right in this row. Oh, there it is. Electronics was collapsed. Who knew? All right, let's get ourselves 100 wire and then we'll be good to go. 100 cable, I should say. Oh, I hate crafting this. We have a bunch of this stored over by the main factory. But this isn't too bad. This crafts up pretty darn quick. How are we doing on everything else? Concrete looks good. Plates look good. Reinforced plates look good. And then we've got 3 portable miners for the iron mines when we get around to doing the smart plating. Okay, that's all good. Sorry for the delay. Back to it. Constructor here. Boom and boom. And then I need to run another input belt. And this is where things get goofy, right? We're gonna have an input belt. Let's do this. Make sure this connects up. 120 ingots into a splitter. 60 go down this way. Get turned into copper sheets. Here's our output belt. There's not many copper sheets that come out of this. It's well, it's not much. Where is it? Copper sheets. 10 per minute. We put in 20 ingots, we get 10 out. So we can share this output belt if we want. The question is, where do we want the output belt to end up? If we want it to end up here, we gotta get super duper close to these ports to have the output belt here. The other option we can do is just run the output belt out, around, and back. I think that's what's going to end up happening. And then hopefully we can run a belt right down the middle here, which will be our output. So let's do more constructors here for the second row. They are going to share an output belt, but we're going to loop that output belt back around this second row. We'll see here in a second what I'm talking about. I'm going to power these while I'm thinking about it. And I'll put on my little flashlight so we can see what I'm doing. And I typically follow a certain pattern for my power. I always run straight down the row. Hello? Am I out? Need to hook this up to a connection. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, and I typically use one connector per machine. So that's just kind of the aesthetic. Definitely do it different. Could share these power ports with multiple machines. There are extra connections, but I just do one-to-one for the look. Okay, those are powered up. Let's get these guys with the recipe. I think this first one already has it. Copper sheets. Copper sheets. Copper sheets. And then what I was saying is our output belt's going to come straight through here. We could start with a merger, maybe. Just like that. In fact, I wonder if they'll let me do it merger first and then wire up the belts. I usually don't do it this way. Let's try it. I don't know if this makes it easier or harder to get all the belts wired up. We'll find out. You to you. You to you. Doesn't seem too bad right now. These ones wired in. Okay, here's where it's getting a little tricky because I can't quite get in. Is there somewhere for me to walk on top of constructors? I don't see a ladder on these guys. And yeah, we're going to run the output belt out this way. It's an extra belt, but this will be fine. And let's do this guy right dead center. We can't do dead center because we got inputs to run over here. I forgot. Oh man. Let's do that first. Then we'll decide. We didn't wire up the inputs for this guy yet. Do we want to go to the middle or a little closer? I don't want to be super duper close. So let's run down the middle. Okay, what I mean, this middle here. Right, these are the inputs. Okay. Things are working away. Now the output, I guess, we'll run it up this way. Get lots of room. I don't need that. I need you. Still room to get around the stairs and everything. Should be fine. Where does this one need to stop? I'm not sure. Plates. Iron sheet, rather. Is that what that's called? Copper sheet. My bad. Turn off my flashlight here. Looks kind of cool. I like it. Okay, we are running, I think. You're not moving. Oh, I didn't wire up the inputs here. Jeez. That's embarrassing. Alright. Now what's the story, buddy? Okay, looks good. Again, this is running kind of half as frequent as it will eventually. Still got to upgrade those mines. I like it. I like it. I think we're in good shape. We are in good shape for the next floor. Let's go up. I already built the floors for us. Here we have 4 belts of screws and 1 belt of copper plate. We need to do our rotors finally. Copper sheet, sorry. This is tricky. This is tricky. This one is tricky. I have a little drawing in front of me to make this one work. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. All right. All right, all right, all right. We are going to need to work from one direction. Decide what direction we're going to run to. We're going to have a stacked conveyor. And it's going to be pretty... It's going to be pretty. Leave it at that. How do we want to do this? I want copper on the bottom. Just thinking this through. We've got copper here, 4 screws. We're going to have one big giant stacked set of conveyors that start on one side. Feed a row of 3 constructors. And then it's going to move on, feed another row of 3 constructors, move on, feed another row of 3 constructors until we have 12 constructors covered. So I've not done one quite like this before. So we'll see how it turns out. We're going to make heavy use of these conveyor lifts to their full effect. You'll see what I mean in a minute, hopefully. Do I want to do... This might take a couple attempts here. So feel free to skip ahead if it gets tedious watching this. This is going to take a little bit of effort, but I want to show you what it took. All right, let's do it. Especially over there. Those 2 are going to be a challenge. But how could I do? How could I do? I'm going to do this. Oh man, that's going to be a little strange. Yeah, that's my copper line. That's not my copper line. This will be my copper line here in a second. Let me get a straight belt. You to the middle here, I think. And then down, down. I need it straight though. That looks okay. Center of the belt. Much better. Now I need these guys. I'm going to go overkill just while I'm practicing this. Trying to figure out how this is going to lay out. Okay, conveyor lift here. Boom. And I think right there. Let's see if that belt is going to give us a nice... that'll do. I like it. I like it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Again, I may end up tearing this down, so don't get attached. But we're going to see if we can make this work. Our buddy right there is very close. Let's see what we could do with that. Conveyor lift. Our buddy being this belt of screws is what I'm talking about. Up, 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 up. Not sure if that's too high. It looks like it might be. Yeah, a little too high. One click too high, right? Man, I hope I have enough room in here to do this. What I'm thinking of doing. Might not have the headroom I'm thinking I need. That seems too low, right? Oh man, let's try it. Yeah, that's going up. So one more click up from that. I had a feeling that was too low. Okay, that's us. I have room for 2 more. I don't think I do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I do. We need to get 2 more belts on this little track here. Just test that out. Oh, yeah, we do. We got plenty of room. We're good to go. Let's get rid of this one and stick with these for now. We'll see what happens. Still gotta navigate the turns and everything. Oh man, this is crazy. And these ones are in kind of a bad spot, but I got no one to blame but myself. Can I make this kind of work? Okay. Crazy. Now we got to try and make this turn on all these. That's, don't have that skill yet. So this is where things could get a little more tedious than normal. We try it with one, we'll solve it for all of them, right? Wouldn't that be nice if that just worked? Doop. Okay, let's try one further out from that. Let's go, yeah, let's go one. Still might be too close for this to be happy. Oh man, that's perfect. Clearly you can see where we're going with this. At least this part. You can kind of see where we're going. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, especially this one is going to have to... It's going to be a bit ugly here. Escape. Now, I don't know what I can do to make that look better. Unless I turn it... Could turn it the other way. That's what that looks like. It's not horrible, but let's see if we turn this 90 degrees, if it's any better. It may not be. Yes, because it's... Yeah, this may not be better at all. Belt. Gotta be in visual sight of this thing. Too far. That seems worse. Doesn't that seem worse? Take a look at the visual here. Oh man, this is kind of strange. Doesn't look bad from here. What's it look like on the other side? I like the other way better. Let's do it. Then we'll move on and actually get to building something. Parts. Assuming the rest of this plan works. No guarantees. But this is fun. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. So there we go. All of our input belts stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What we want to do is leave room for... Oh yeah, gets really strange too. My bad, my bad. We need to have splitters in the mix here. Really, all we need to do is split the copper sheeting, right? I'm not asking, I'm telling. We need to split the copper sheeting. We're in the middle of the foundation here. That gets split. And then these guys need to... I'm looking at this this lower belt of screws. We need to have that guy take a right-hand turn and head down this row. And the next one's going to kind of fall down and take his place. Take the place of that one. So to get this to turn around, let's try the conveyor supports. I think once we get the pattern down for one of these, we'll be all right. That might work. Let's just see. These right-hand turns are what I'm not sure how they're going to line up. It's that is what we want, right? But it's probably not going to come out straight. Oh man, look at that. That's perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we want constructors 3. But we need them far enough back where they can get parts off of that upper belt. Let's see if they can actually do it from here. Not constructors. Assemblers. Sorry, we have 2 inputs here. So we need the assemblers. These are a little bit chunkier. We're gonna have 3 of them. So let's do it. Let's throw 3 down because I need the spacing. We've got room-ish. I could. I'm gonna put them right next to each other. I never did this in season 1, but apparently I'm gonna do it all the time here in season 2. Again, we're still testing out the design here. I don't know that this is gonna work. I'm gonna go for the first input slot with the copper sheets. Meaning it's going to go into this one. And what I'm really curious to see... Shoot. No, I don't like that. I got to put stilts up for the other conveyors. And it's going to look weird having that top one hanging over. So maybe the bottom one should go all the way. See what I'm saying in a minute. What I'm talking about in a second here. That one's there, and then the rest have to be on stilts, right? So, I kind of... I'm going to try something here. That's what I want. These guys get the first port. And it wouldn't hurt to have supports here just to walk, have some place to hop over. Where should they be? In the middle? Can't be in the middle because we need splitters there. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if this will reach. This may be too steep right in here. These need to go in here. That's our screws. Right? I can walk under. Let's set the recipes while we're here. We want copper rotors. So we're using a different recipe here. Copper rotor. Copper rotor. I should have done... Did I do power yet? No. And now we need splitters for the rest of these copper sheets. Just 2 more splitters, I believe, right? One... It's going to clip a little. Maybe not. One there. One there. And I got to run that belt. Wow. Able to do that from a distance. Not bad. We'll take it. Power. Flashlight. This is a little different. The power. Well, we'll follow the same recipe. We're going to have a row of them here. Where does it hook up? There. So we want this row. And then all the way down. Oh, man. Which way do we want this thing to reach? Back? No, we don't want it to reach back. That's... because it's going to look weird at the end of the line. We want it to reach forward to connect. Or what I mean... you... to you, and then it's going to reach forward to meet the machine. Because reaching back, I'd have an extra outlet up top. Oh man, this is going to take a lot of space. Oh boy. It's going to take a lot of space. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. However, if we want to mirror image these, we can. For the outputs. That saves a couple belts. What does that do for the inputs though? Then we have weird looking inputs. We have 2 rows of inputs. Oh, let me show you how this is going to play out here, by the way. We still don't have a valid design yet. I think I'm just going to have these outputs kick out of here. Kind of tight. We'll have 4 rows of outputs. How tight can I make this? Oh, can I do... not going to be too snug. Let's see. Let's see how this works. Mergers. Looks like that's going to work, right? A little close, but we kind of need the space. These are bulky, bulky machines. Check it out. Rotors. We actually need these pretty bad. We need a lot of these beyond the smart plating. I'm going to throw down a temporary storage container just because we need these for other things. I did handcraft a bunch, but let's temporarily put these in storage while we're building out the rest of the factory. Super temporary. I just want these for our own purposes, hub upgrades and things. We'll just keep that thing going. In fact, let's do that a little different. Let's put another merger down, and then the other lines can connect to it too. Because we've got 4 of these lines to do. I don't know. We'll do them all on camera. Maybe I can do some of them off. Because now that we've seen it. But I want to see the start of the second line and get that on record here. Oh, that's cool. That's not cool. What's going on here? What is going on? First of all, that's not lined up. Or no, it is. That's fine. What do I have the wrong thing or something. Let's get rid of that. Merger. What am I doing? Misaligned? Maybe? Merger. Merger. Oh, these green arrows are driving me crazy. This way. This way. The 15th time is the charm. We got it. Okay. Now we're at least saving off the rotors that we're making. We're not making a ton, but we're making some. The next challenge is the next row of input belts. Man, this is going to take up a huge floor. This floor of the full double factory may need to be reserved just for this production, the rotors. I need 9 more of these guys. Oh man. Sharing the output belt would save me a little bit of space. As you can see, our output is not exactly saturated. Why are you not getting what you need? Power, right? I didn't power the rest of these? I see. Let's power these up. Oh, it's tricky with all the mess here, right? You are going to come over to... Oh, I think you can go in the row right next door. Oh man, this is hard to deal with. Yeah, let's do this row. Not going to be totally symmetric. But that just makes sense for that row. And then we're going to do another row. Because again, we're going to have 4 sets of these. That guy, you can go right next door. All right, now they're powered up. Now everybody should be making rotors. The last thing we need to do this episode is just verify that we can get another input belt and another row of these started. And then I can do the other 3 rows off camera because we've already seen this. In the next episode, we can get to doing... we can get working on the... what we need to do for the smart plating. And that is basically doing reinforced plates. And what is it? In these rotors. So it's basically we're going to set up a reinforced plate factory, route these rotors over there, and then make smart plating. And we'll be good to go. But we need to figure out this part. Let's do it. Let's finish this. We need a new input belt. Before we run it, how much room did I give? I want to see how much room I gave myself. I went in the middle, right? We probably can't get too much closer and have these top conveyors feed in. I need to be probably in the middle at least. And I can't do that here without clipping. So let's go right down this middle with our next input belt. We're going to use a lot of room. Probably use this whole floor, it looks like. But that's a create problems later. It must be getting tired because that was not straight at all. Yeah, that's our bottom belt. We need these guys. And we need to place these a little different this time. I think if we went halfway, that would do it, right? Halfway into that panel should be enough room. I think it is. Do those line up? No, it showed me they did. We want this guy. I want it to line up with the other row we have here. So let's take a note. Looks like the border is just hanging over the grate, right? Just hanging over the grate. So we need to go halfway across the platform. And I think that's us. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then this goes bye-bye again. We actually need to put a splitter here because this whole belt needs to be split. So we'll put a splitter centered on there. I think that's right. Need to get the ports right on that one. This is our input. We said inputs are going to take the copper sheet input is going to go to the far input port on the assemblers. That looks good. And then let's see where we put our little supports. We put one right on the splitter, right on it. And then what we need to do, let's go put one right here, another one here. Oh man, it's complicated. We'll see this work, I think. There. And now this one needs to move down at some reasonable interval. How about... let me go to the middle of this. Check us out. That is it. That is it. So that's how this is going to play out. The other belts are just going to follow on down the same ramp. So one there, and one there, one there. You to you make the dip, and then you'll be on your way. Same thing with this guy. You to you. Make the dip. And then we're off and running. There's our mana ray flying through the factory. I can't help it. I can't help it. We need this. We need this space. In fact, we're gonna be going up higher on this side. I know it. At least one more floor, maybe two. So we're just gonna have to deal with the mana ray guy flying through our factory. I don't know what happens. I mean, I know you can fly on top of him, so he's got some kind of hitbox, but hopefully he won't knock over our factory here. Yeah, that would be a bummer because we're putting a lot of time into this. But yeah, that's it. So now you can see how this is going to play out. Inputs, outputs. I'll finish this second row, and then I've got 2 more rows to do. So it's going to eat up pretty much this entire floor. So when we get around to doing the smart plating, we're going to have to skip this floor probably. And then the outputs for this, right now I've got them going into this storage bin just so we can make use of this. But we might go, we'll probably go the other direction. Boom. And go up on that side somewhere. We'll see. Just bang my microphone. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to finish up the rotor floor. And we'll be done with this side of the factory. Then it is smart plating. And I may even get started on the smart plating, to be honest, because we've done the reinforced plates twice already. And that's mainly what I need to do on the other side of the factory. I need to bring up those 3... bring up ore from the 3 deposits off of this end of the factory. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Bring the ore in. Smelt it up. Second floor will be a bunch of, that might be plates. And then next row up would be the screws, using the cast screws recipe, so we don't have to worry about rods. Then the next floor up is the reinforced plates. So I might do all that stuff. You've seen me do it already twice. And then we'll come back and we'll work on actually combining the rotors with the reinforced plates and producing the smart plating. While we're here, we're at a really convenient height. Let's grab our little power slug here. Let's grab a little bit of this. I don't know if anybody's protecting this. We could look. That's interesting. Let's grab the power slug. And can I get up here? Is there anybody protecting this? I may have combined already killed whatever was protecting this. Just take a quick look around. Anybody over here? See if I want, I can change over to my chainsaw. Boom, because we got that new upgrade out of the MAM. Extra tool belt slot. Nice. Yeah, I don't see any enemies up here, so either it wasn't protected or I must have knocked them off a little earlier. Looks wide open. We're not going to do anything up here, I don't think. But yeah, that's it for this episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Special thanks, as always, to Glidercat patrons and channel members who are keeping the channel alive. Really appreciate your support. Thanks to those of you that have been providing helpful suggestions. I really appreciate it. There's a ton of tips, tons of things to know about Satisfactory, and I am by no means an expert, but man, do I love this game, and I really appreciate the suggestions and the tips. Also, everybody that's been giving the videos a thumbs up, appreciate that as well. I'm told that helps my tiny channel grow. And yeah, that's it for this one. I will see you all in the next episode.